Hi, thanks for joining me for this edition of the Bell video blog. And today we're going to talk about the Highway Trust Fund and problems with solvency. Put it a better way, we're going to talk about the fact that the Highway Trust Fund is going broke, rather. Now, the Highway Trust Fund was started in 1956, same time that President Eisenhower signed into law the bill that would authorize the construction of the nation's interstate highway systems. And what the Highway Trust Fund was supposed to do was it took money from a new gas tax, which in 1956 was 3 cents per gallon, and put that into this trust fund to help pay for repairs to roads and highways and bridges and infrastructure, things like that. Now, since 1956, the trust fund the gas tax that funds the fund has been raised probably 5 or 6 times, but it has not been raised since 1993. Currently stands at 18.7 cents per gallon, which means for every gallon of gas you buy, almost 19 cents of it is going towards this Highway Trust Fund. Now, what people are realizing now is that the Highway Trust Fund is running out of money, and without money, there's nothing to pay the workers to repair the roads and the bridges. You're going to have a whole lot of people laid off, and nobody wants that. So, two things to consider. First of all, how or why is it going broke? And then, second of all, what are people going to do about it? The reason that it's going broke, there's two main reasons why. The first is what we just said earlier, the fact that the gas tax has not been raised since 1993. Now, it's real easy to sit there and proclaim that we don't need higher taxes, that they should be doing more with the money that we give them. And in many cases, there's more than a grain of truth to something like that. But money does not buy as much now as it used to. 18 cents per gallon now, if you talk about buying power, is equal to about 12 cents per gallon in 1993 dollars. So the buying power of the money in that trust fund has become less and less and less. The second thing is there's not as much money going into it because we have more fuel efficient cars. There are more cars using the highways, more sets of wheels, wearing the highways down, wearing the bridges down, creating the potholes. However, those vehicles are a lot more efficient, fuel efficient wise, than they were, at any point in the past. I think back in 1993, they said the average fuel efficiency for cars was about 28 miles per gallon. Well, with all the advancements and also the mandates from the federal level, now you're looking at more like 35 miles per gallon for the average car. So you have more cars using less gas, which means less money going into the Highway Trust Fund to pay for the repairs being caused by more cars. You see, it's kind of a catch-22 going on there. So what exactly is going to be done about it? Well, in the end, that the only real solution to this is they are going to have to raise the gas tax. However, nobody wants to raise taxes, not in the current political climate anyway, and especially not with midterm elections coming up in November. That is such a red hot issue. Nobody's going to touch that. Now, back in August, we did a blog about this back in June where we talked about the problem. That was before the August 1st action that Congress took, which authorized about $10 billion to go into the trust fund to basically keep it solvent until next May. Now, $10 billion may sound like a lot of money, but those people who study these things say that really what the trust fund needs is another 100 to 200 billion dollars put into it just to bring it back up to where it should be. That's not even bringing it ahead of where it should be to maybe account to be able to better prepare for things in the future. It just needs 100 to 200 billion dollars just to bring it back level. So you see where we're kind of at with this. So, there's no real easy answer to this. Congress is going to have to do something, and we think it's really just a matter of them. They're going to have to wait until when the least politically painful time is for them to do that. Meanwhile, as consumers, if you start seeing potholes, roads don't look as good as they used to be, well, this is probably a big reason why they appear that way. So that's all we have today for the Bell Video Blog. I am Eric Bjornstad with Bell Performance. If you like this, we have more information about this and other topics at our two websites, bellperformance.com and wefixfuel.com. Thanks for joining me today. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.